Wondering if you could just maybe walk us through the pick six on Saturday. I'm curious if you've ever had a pick six in your football career before.
Uh, so for the first question, we were just in a zone coverage and just reading the quarterback, and he rolled out and read his eyes and just broke on the ball and made the play, and then got my eyes on the end zone and took it over from there. But I mean, it was a great feeling, and I mean, I credit my D line because without them, all the interceptions that happened that day wouldn't have happened. So credit to those guys and everybody else that did their jobs. And I just happened to be in the right place at the right time and made the play.
Nikki.
I asked Hayden this already, but what for you has been the difference between last year and this year, being able to overcome hurdles versus not being able to overcome them?
I'll have to say overall, it's just the demeanor of the team. I think last year there wasn't a lot enough confidence in our abilities. I think this year we have a lot more confidence in what we can do, and we trust each other. We just have the mentality of like, I got your back, you got my back on defense and offensive side. And I think that's showing in our play. We trust the coaches, we trust the game plan we have, and we trust in each other. And we go out there, there's no doubt about it that I have 100% trust in our D-line, our linebackers, and our secondary, and our quarterbacks, receivers, and down to special teams. I mean, I have trust in everyone. I think that carries throughout the whole entire team, and the whole team said the same thing. And I think you see that passion and everything come out when we play. We just have full trust in each other, and I think that shows.
Brandon?
Yeah, building off of that, could you, just for an outsider's point of view, what kind of coach is Barry Odom? What kind of person is he? And what has he done to make you one better, but also maybe more confident, as you said?
I mean, every day, he's coming to work. I mean, there's nothing else about it. I mean, I like him so much because what you see is what you get. You're not getting anything different but a guy that's ready to come in, make this team better every single day, and come in with a game plan every single day. And that's something that I love. I think that's what we build off, the energy that he brings. Every day, it doesn't matter it's a Monday or a Saturday on game day. I mean, it's the same energy, it's the same approach. We treat every day like it's a game day, and that's what he stands on. And I think that energy, we just build off of his energy, And I think the team is really grateful that we have him because, he's a really good DC. And, I mean, Coach Pitt really did good with his hire. I'm glad he's on our defensive staff. But he's just a great guy overall. He makes sure we're good, not only on the field but off the field. And I think that's also something that we appreciate for sure. But overall, just a great man and a great coach.
Can you talk about the two goal line stands you guys had? You had one to start each half, and apparently Elijah Moore would have been in running that play down on the first goal line stand you had because you had hit him hard and knocked him out of the game. It was another guy, and they mishandled the ball. So the importance of the two goal line stands you had to open each half.
Those were very important, and you can't really call much on that except for that's more of just a want to, who wants to score or who wants to stop. And I mean, it showed that we wanted to stop and we got it. I'm proud of the D-line for getting the push and the linebackers for holding their own and our defensive backs doing their job. And, on that fourth down on the two goal line stands, I credit Miles Mason, who made a good play. The guy was trying to reach over and he stopped them from doing it. And that was big right there. And in the very next play, they fumble it and I'm in the right place, right time again. I make the play. And on the second time, same thing with Miles Mason. He made a good play. D-line had a good push, and linebackers fit the gas well, and we just made the stop. So I think I just credit the whole defense. I mean, it was just a 1-2, and, we just wanted it, and we got it. So I'm proud of them.
Mike?
This A&M losing streak in a lot of these games, it's been a fourth quarter defense issue, breakdowns late, going way back. Do you guys feel like you're maybe better equipped to deal with that this year than in past years?
I would think so. I mean, like I said before, I just think that the mentality overall is just different. I don't think we really relate too much to what happened last year. Last year was last year. We're just focused on this year and what we're moving forward. I'm just proud that we got the win, but, our minds, our heads are on, getting better this week on our bye week, make sure we take care of all the mistakes we did last week and focus on A&M. But I think it's definitely a different mentality this year of how we're approaching the game and just, overall just what we bring to the table. I think we have a better plan this year, and I think we're executing at a very high efficiency on both sides of the ball, not just defense, but offense as well. But overall, I just think we're just playing, we're running to the ball, 11 guys to the ball, and it's a mentality of just 11 guys doing one thing, and that's their job. And I think that's what we're going to preach to carry on down the road.
Trey.
Hey, Jalen. I was curious about what you guys got going on during the bye week. Are you getting shorter practices? Or young guys working more? Are you doing more self-scouting? And at what point do you jump into A&M prep, like fully? I don't know if you guys have started that yet or if you wait a couple of days.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good question. We're prepping now. We're not going to wait. We're going to get on them now. I know Coach preached that, why wait when you can get on them now? Make sure we get our film work. Make sure we, why not get a head start? So that's what we're doing now. We're definitely taking a little lighter practice for sure, making sure everyone is healthy and good to go, getting guys back and healthy, and people that are banged up. Getting freshman guys a little more rest for sure. Make sure that they know what they're doing, because, like I said, with how the season's going, you never know what's going to happen. God forbid anybody goes down, but if it does, then you got to be ready to play. So we're prepping for them now. Make sure we know everything and from top to bottom. And I know Coach got a good plan for us going down the road. But yeah, we're gonna be ready for him for sure.
Mason.
Hey, Jalen. Hudson Clark said after the game on Saturday that Coach Carter was telling you guys you might be one of the best secondaries to come through Arkansas. I was just wondering what your thoughts on that were.
As far as best secondary in the country, I mean, if your secondary doesn't believe that and you don't play like that, then that's not the mentality a secondary needs to have. You have to believe that you're the best secondary, and that's how you got to play. And that's what Coach Carter stressed to us, that if you don't believe that you can be the best secondary, then you're in the wrong room. And you can see that in the way he coaches us and the way that he prepares us. I'm blessed that he's on our staff, because every single day he brings, I know he's up here early, he's one of the first ones here, and he's the last ones out of here. And that just shows the care and love that he has for us and how much he really believes in us. And I think that just makes us want to even go even harder and go even more, because we know that he has the full belief in us. And he sets out a good plan for us too in the back end, along with Coach Odom's plan, and we just kind of shake that up, and we see what it does Saturday. And so far, it's just been nothing but success right now. But like I said, he's a great guy and a great coach. And like I said, I mean, if we don't believe in best secondary, then like I said, you're in the wrong room. But I'm gonna let the social media take care of who they think the best secondary is and all that when it comes to the numbers and all that. But of course, I would believe that we're the best secondary when it comes to it. I mean, you gotta have that mentality. But we're just gonna keep our heads down and just keep pushing forward and just see what happens.
Couple more, Tom.
Jalen, both of the games you guys have won, you faced teams that were putting up monster offensive numbers. And then after the game, the analysts around the country talk about how you guys have set the template for how to play these teams. I wonder, and Grant pointed out the other day, we want to be the team that sets the template. What's your take on all that?
Yeah, definitely going in. I mean, Ole Miss, you looked at Ole Miss, they were a great offense. They're on a great Lane Kiffin, who was a great head coach in OC. And then you got Matt Corral. The explosive receivers, going in. Of course, I think those offenses are meant to intimidate and get you to try to experience and do things that you're not comfortable doing, or either stick to things that they want you to stick to. But I already knew what we had going in before was going to work. Like we just had 8 guys on and watching them, And Coach Odom had a great plan for us. We weren't going to change what we do, We're just going to keep doing the same thing we've been doing and keep it consistent and just make mistakes. An offense like that, it's hard to stop. You just got to maintain it. And I think that's what we did. Now, did we go in thinking that we can get 6 interceptions? It's like, man, it's a little different. But, I think we just sat back and we just read our keys and just did our thing, But Coach definitely did set a good game plan for us. And then, like Grant said, we executed. That's all we did. And the results showed. So I'm just proud of our guys and proud of our defense for, keeping the same mindset going to the game and coming out on top.
Last one, Nikki.
Jalen, do you remember Hudson from when he was playing at Highland Park and you were at Legacy? I think you guys had a matchup your senior year, but you were hurt. And then how have you seen him grow during your time here, and how cool was it to see him get a scholarship soon?
Yeah, I remember him senior year. He picked us off twice. So, I knew him, I told him that if I was playing, that wouldn't have happened. But, I'm not going to speak on it. But, he's a great guy, every single day, from freshman year to now, his mindset's never changed. It was always about just getting better. And I think me seeing that even, was humbling because, a guy in his position who, if you asked him if he was going to be doing this, he'd probably said no. But I told him at the very beginning of the season, I said, you keep working like you are, you're going to get in the field. It's just all God's timing. And you can tell he believed in that. He just kept working. And then look where we are now, he went from nobody to somebody, But I'm not surprised by it. I've seen his work ethic from day one, and I've known him for a while. We're close friends, and I've seen the work he's put in, and I'm just glad that everyone's seeing, the finished product. He's not done yet, but I'm glad everybody's starting to see what type of player he is because, he's a good player, and, he's just putting us on the map even more. And, I'm just proud of him overall. I'm just speechless for it. I'm just proud.